Hi everyone, and welcome to the midweek shave, to the Wednesday shave. And we'll start with the weather. And yesterday was our first, I felt, very autumnal day. Autumn, as we call it here, fall as it's known in America. It felt very cold in the morning, we had heavy rain. Sun came out, very warm, sun went back in, rain. It was a funny day, but a typical autumn day. But let's hope the summer is not over yet. Hope the weather's doing well where you are, and I also hope you're having some fantastic and really nice, close, smooth, irritation-free shaves. I'm using a soap today which I was given a piece of by a friend of mine, Alistair, who, if you remember, loaned me the razors, which were his family descendants razors. Now I'll tell you what it is now. There's a piece of it. I put that in a little bit of water, warm water, in the bowl. Went for a shower, about 15 minutes. That was soaking in this shave bowl. Fill this with warm water, put the soap in, put the brush in. Come out, shook the excess water out, left the piece in and created a lather until I was happy that the brush had picked up enough soap to create a nice sort of thick creamy lather as I like it. Then I took the soap piece out as I've just shown you. And I'm using this little bowl again, lovely little thing, holds in my hand fantastically, very smooth. And this is what it's created. A beautiful, thick, creamy lather. Now, what soap is it? Right, well, I'll tell you. It's an Italian soap, which Alistair bought. And it's very, very good and quick to create a lather. It's called Antica Barberia Colla di Franco Bompieri. Now, Milano dal 1904. Well, my Italian is terrible, so I will hold. He gave me the card. So that is the soap. And it's from nearly dropped it. Milano, Italia. So we're going to, sounds very luxurious, and it looks very luxurious, and it lathers up very luxurious. What are we using? Well, we're going to go down the old road again, and this is the, you know what it is? Gillette Slim Twist. Twist to open, barn doors. Personna, and this is the Platinum Chrome. Do you know, I can't speak. Personna Platinum Chrome. And it's the blue blade. It's a used blade, used once. Very little overhang on here, non-adjustable, a standard razor in aggression for moi, for me myself. But as I say, any old razor like this, my father used them, and my grandfather in his later life, and they hold so much memories, don't they? You know, just took them, well, they were the only things you had then, or affordable, which is fantastic. Right, rinse the razor, empty that, and I've just come out the shower. I have wet my face just before we switched this camera on. Semogue 830 brush, so I thought I would create the lather in a smooth, you know, that's a soft soap, but it's still soap in a smooth bowl, no ridges inside, with not the Omega brush, which I usually use with a stiff knot. This is a Semogue Boar brush 830, fantastic, as good as a badger. Now, okay, let me carry on. I want to make a prejudgment here. Now as far as lather goes, that's created in the bowl very quickly, but I must say the scent, there's no scent there really. It probably says in Italian scentless or something, unscented, but that's not a bad thing at all really. If it's there is something, but I can't describe it. Not that's unusual for it looks a very luxurious soap, that. It's funny because when you smelt the piece, it smelled lovely, but as soon as I've lathered it up now, I'm not getting any scent. It might be just me and my nostrils. Maybe they've been citralized with too much citrus, but I don't know. But the soap creating the lather very quick, and the soaking process beforehand helped, obviously. I think that helps in any soap. It's not a bad thing to do. Just put the piece of soap, or the whole puck if you want, in your bowl, in your sink, whatever, but I prefer to put it in the bowl. Cover it in warm water, put your brush in so it's all covered, the brush as well. Have your shower, come out, tip most of the water out, create your lather, and then take the puck out, and then carry on mixing. Or leave it in, it's entirely up to you. And creation of that was very quick. On the face, very good. It will dissipate, I think, if you're not too quick. But it's a very nice. Well, you can't beat these razors. Very standard, just does the job, and that's it. No airs and graces, no bells and whistles. Mix that up a bit more. It's lovely and peaky as I like it, but no scent. That's funny. Unless my nostrils, you know. Right. Second hand blade, don't forget. Rinse. We'll do here first. You gotta have a change. Anyway, haven't seen you since Sunday. How are you doing? You're joking. Well, what can I say? Slickness test. Oh, it's there, but it's not much. Oh, I'm a bit surprised. Second pass, let's see if it gets... I mean, the soap itself, well, you can see it's thick, it's creamy. Lathers up very quick. Does the job, no irritation. But my personal view is it lacks scent, which isn't a bad thing. You know, that's not against it really. If it's a thick, creamy and does the job soap with no scent, that's fantastic in a way, because you can have your cologne all the way through then. After you shave, cologne, and that's what you'll smell. But you've had a good protective shave. However, it does lack in slickness after, like this now. once I've passed over, it lacks slickness. It's there, but not much. I wouldn't like to go over my face too much with a razor without any soap. Very nice. Look at that. Ooh, something not right there. So we had some good shaves. It's someone else was saying in the comments about they've just found a blade. They've been shaving for, was it a year or so, and they've been trying different blades and razors and this, that and the other, and they thought they were having a good shave until one day they put a certain blade in a certain razor and bang, best shave they've ever had. They were excited, and it's nice when that happens, and you won't forget. You'll never forget that blade with that razor. Third pass. Not a lot left, which is just right. And you get used to these sort of measurements, really. Well, not measurements, but you're not wasting soap because I've taken that little piece of soap out. Yeah, so it's a Italian soap. And it applies beautifully. It's thick, it's creamy, and as you can see, I've mixed this and mixed it, so it performs lovely. There's no scent. Alistair's probably screaming at this thing, no scent, what are you on about? But I can't sense anything. I'm just going to strip this for a minute because there's something feels a bit sharp, as silly as that sounds. Right. If that ever happens, just clean the blade. I've just gone like that on a towel. So I'll rinse it. And off we go against the growth. See how this is? Oh, that's better, yeah, lovely. Might have been a bit of gunk clogged in it. Right. As I say, during the shave, lovely. I think though, after, you couldn't leave it there too long, it would dissipate. Dissipate, I can't speak, you know, lately. But no scent. It's funny that's one of the first soaps, unless it says, you know, unscented or natural or something like that I've ever had. That's, unless my nostrils have gone funny overnight, like everything else has gone funny. Sometimes it's nice having a luxurious shave and using all the big names and the big razors and yet there's something in my heart, I don't know, which loves the cheapest of the cheap and the oldest of the old. And that's luxurious in itself. Pickups, automatically doing them now. Lovely, very nice. So I just rinse off and have a little chat. Warm water. Why warm water? Well, because I'm using a cologne which will act to close the pores. As would cold water. If you want to go down the old au naturel route, or as my one of my old family members before they passed away used to say, Adam's ale. Glass of water was a glass of Adam's ale, please. Right, so what can I say? The end of that shave, I have been perfectly close shaved, right? With what was a standard issue, if you like, standard razor. Not aggressive to me, not adjustable, and it's just a middle of the road, good old fashioned, no bells and whistling, no air conditioning, standard, run of the mill, but it does the job. And then we used the Semogue 830. As I say, love this brush, fantastic. Use this buffalo mixing bowl with Antica Barberia collar. I'm trying my best here. And the soap itself, as I said, soaked it 15 minutes with the brush, and it lathered up quickly. Went on the face and it went creamier. Look at this, putting it back on. It went creamier and creamier. However, there was no scent. There was a scent, but I can't describe it. But that's not a bad thing for me. I don't mind the soap if it's good without scent, because as I say, you can put the cologne after on. However, I think if you left it on your face for too long, it would disappear, aerate, it'd go bubbly and then sort of disappear. But I am filming this, so it takes a bit longer. So there's no scent, and the slickness, there was a slickness, but nothing major. So, you know, it's lacking in slickness and in scent. But otherwise, and it might dissipate, but otherwise, fantastic soap, did the job, and there's a result. So that's my personal view on it. Cologne, Barbus today. I've used this for a long time. Barbus Classic, Voda po Holini. Give it a, oh, go on then, car. You gotta get your nostril around everything I have, haven't you? Hey? Oh, that's lovely, that. Go on, go on. Hey? Nice, isn't it? Oh, that's it. This is a classic. Fresh and clean, that. Fresh and clean. Lovely. It cheers you up in the morning. And I'm going to use this. I haven't used this for a while. Astral moisturising cream. Intensive moisturising cream. Don't need a lot. It's a bit like the old Arco, this. That's what you need a good bit on the old neck. Right then. This is, do you know, there's a scent, this Astral has a very mild scent. And I don't know what it is, it reminds me, you know when you go back to a certain room in a certain house at a certain age, and it was my late auntie's house, and somewhere in the hall or the kitchen, I don't know, it's a weird thing, this scent just takes me back there. So whether she had some of this there, or something similar with an ingredient this has got. Just, it's a happy memory scent. It's just a little something, I don't know. Right. Oh, that's good. It's a lovely cream. Look at that shining. These lights do that. It's, you know, you're not going to go out like a glow lamp outside and hi, good grief, what's happened to him? It's unless you got two lamps either side here, obviously, but it does go off after an hour. You know, it looks worse with the lights, but it does go off after about an hour. Anyway, let's go over it again, shall we? I know you want to. Wilkinson, get Wilkinson sword out of your head, would you? Thank you. I'm leaving it in, I'm not editing that out. How can you insult this, Colin? Gillette Slim Twist. Non-adjustable, barn doors, twist to open. Personna, no glasses. Personna Platinum Chrome or a Personna Blue Blade. Good blade, used once and performed lovely. I did have to, however, as I was shaving, one of the corners felt there was something not right. It was like felt like a jagged edge. So I stripped it quickly, give it a clean, and it did the job. So it could have been a whisker that had jammed or clogged in. It can happen, even though I rinse it regular. Used the Semogue 830 Boar brush. Fantastic brush. If anybody is coming into this way of shaving and they didn't want the cheapest of brushes, but they wanted a decent brush, this is a decent brush. It's a decent make. It's a Boar brush, but it features a badger to me every time. Fantastic. That could be my personal taste, I don't know, but I think a lot of people think highly of it. This new little lathering bowl to give the old red one a bit of a rest. Semi-retired, see? No, right, then you're not. Rinsed off with water, went to the Barbus Classic, and that's a clean, fresh, beautiful. I've used that for a while, it was nice. Clean, fresh scent, and then we put the moisture and put all the protection back with the Astral. Original Astral all over moisturising cream. Uncover the truth. Astral works. Well, it does work, fair play. And that is about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Italian soap, forgot to mention the main ingredient. I'll just stick this up again so you can see it. Some of you may have used it, you may think it's the best thing in the world, but for me, as a soap, fantastic, done the job. Lather, fantastic. Slickness, not so good. Dissipation, disappearing. It would disappear, but it's there long enough to shave for anybody, so that's not a bad thing. No scent for me. There's a slight scent, but I can't describe it. It's nothing special. But as a soap, it was very nice and it did the job. Lovely. So, that is it. I shall keep you no longer, and I'm not going to go on. So thanks for watching, and have some fantastic shaves. Have a great rest of this week, and I'll see you Sunday for the weekend shave. So take care of yourselves.